Hey everybody, it's Shelly, and you're watching Down in the Dale. Today's Sunday, December 21st, 2025. This is my week 17 recap. I'm currently on 5 milligrams of Mounjaro. I started this back in August of 2025, and I did 8 weeks on 2.5, and then now I'm on, well, let's see, what's 17 minus 8 is 9. So I'm going to be taking my 9th shot. Is that right? No, it's not right. I'm going to be taking my 8th shot. I don't know. That doesn't seem right either. But anyway, who knows? I can't add or subtract today. So I'm going to be taking my 18th shot. Oh, and this would be my 10th one. Yeah, duh. Of 5 milligrams. Okay. And I've been planning on staying on 5 milligrams until it doesn't seem to be working for me anymore. I've been doing pretty good. I haven't gained at all in these past 17 weeks, but I've had a couple weeks, I think 2 weeks, where I didn't, where I just stayed the same. I've had 3 different times where I had a 1 pound, 1 ounce loss, and that's what I did this week. So I started at 287, and this morning when I got on the scale, I was, oh my gosh, I was something, 259.4. So it was a 1 pound, 1 ounce loss. Yay me. And I have 2 different scales. I have my one scale that's like a half poundish less than my Renfo scale. I have one scale that's connected to a health app from my insurance company or my healthcare system or my insurance. I don't know what it's through, but it goes to this Teledoc app. And so I have a blood pressure cuff. I have a blood glucose monitor, and I have a the scale. They all tie to that app, and then I have a Renfo scale for all the scary looking stuff. The Renfo scale, let me pull up. So my Renfo scale this week, I got my Renfo scale about a month after I started, so on my Renfo I'm only down 18.6 pounds. But this is comparing it with September 13th, 2025 with today, which again, December 21st, 2025. So my weight's down 18.6 pounds, and I love ChatGPT because it just gives you all these lovely things. That's significant and sustainable progress. Well done. Yeah. My body fat's down 4.8%, and it says, this is huge. Many people lose weight without meaningfully, that is such a weird word, lowering body fat. You did both. That's exciting. And my muscle mass has gone up too, which is amazing. It's muscle mass is up by 5.4 pounds. My fat-free mass is up 5.8 pounds. And my skeletal muscle is up 2.8%. My visceral fat is down 2 points. I don't know how that is attributed, but whatever. It says it's critical for heart health, blood sugar control, blood pressure, and long-term disease risk, which my blood sugar and my blood pressure both have come down dramatically, I guess. It also says my body water and protein are both up. It doesn't say by what, but I don't know. And surprise, surprise, my body fat is still high. Woo! No way. And my BMI is still high. No way. And my metabolic age has not changed. It says 66. I'm 59 in 50-ish weeks, 49 weeks. I don't know. I'm going to be 60 next month. Not very soon, not too long. So what this tells me is I'm losing fat, preserving and gaining muscle, improving internal health markers. It says you're eating enough protein. You're not crash dieting. No, I don't like that. It says Mounjaro is supporting appetite control without muscle loss. And it really is. I mean, I've had like crazy, excuse me, not crazy suppression, but sometimes I'm just not hungry. Like today I didn't, well, I had coffee, protein coffee, and some yummy little gingerbread muffins from Aldi. They're not very gingerbready, but they're okay. For breakfast this morning, when I was going to make scrambled eggs, but I didn't feel like it. So I had the coffee and that. Oh my gosh. Okay. And let's see what it says to focus on. I actually went to the gym this past week too. I went to the gym on Monday and I was just so busy at work. I knew I needed to get to work. We have contests this time of year and I am in charge of those. So I had to make sure that everybody was entered. And everybody likes to send their entries in last minute. That's always fun. So I had like 70 emails the last morning that I needed to get taken care of. But we got them all in and we got a winner. It's like a Christmas shopping, well, a local shopping contest, like send receipts for businesses in our county. And each receipt you send is an entry. And the person that sent the most receipts this time actually won, which is surprising because last year I think the person that won maybe had well, I don't know. She had double digits at least of entries, but this time that she was the person that won sent in the most receipts, which was cool. So anyway, what I'd focus on next, what ChatGPT will focus on next. Let's see. Keep protein high. Yeah, of course. Strength training, 2 weeks, 2 times a week minimum. Okay, I can do 2 times a week. But like I said, I went Monday and then I was busy, but 2 other days this week I did a little 15-20 minute walking program that I have on my phone. I did it at home, so that was easy and good. Let's see. What else? Even short focus sessions count. Okay, yeah. And ChatGPT tells me these are excellent results, especially for your age and goals. My age? Thank you. You're doing it the right way, not the fast and fragile way. Fast and fragile? If you stay consistent, the next 90 days will show even more visible changes. We'll see in the next 90 days. That would be what? Okay, January, February, the end of March. Okay, we'll see how the end of March looks compared from today. I cooked this week. I made this really good meatloaf the other day with some Wagyu ground beef that I had, but I also mixed in, I had a pound of Wagyu beef and a pound of ground lamb, which I love lamb. Also, that's very good. And I put onion in it and I just put a bunch of seasonings in it that I have. I don't know why I put so many different ones in, but it really tasted good. And then I have this wild and sticky teriyaki sauce, so I put that on top instead of ketchup. And I forgot to ask my sister, she did not want to try it because of the lamb, but I gave her a piece, so I keep forgetting to ask her if she tried it or not, so we'll have to see. I need to ask her. But tomorrow I'm going to make a pork loin with some sliced apples and onions and have some broccoli and cauliflower we'll have with that too. Maybe some mashed potatoes. We'll see. Mashed potatoes. Okay. And I had some chicken this week that I had cooked earlier. And today I made a little cottage cheese bowl with some cottage cheese and cut up the chicken and heated it up. And then I had mango that I cut up and put in there as well. That was really good. And that was a freaking lot of protein. But it's very good. So this upcoming week, I'm going to try to go to the gym. I don't know. It's supposed to be 50 degrees or 55 degrees on Christmas, which is Thursday. That's insane. We've had snow for like the last 3 weeks. Well, it's mostly gone now. But we had like 8 inches of snow for the last 3 weeks. And I thought maybe we'd have a white Christmas. But no, not this year. We're going to have a brown one. Yay. Anyway, there we go. I said it. Or at least that's the first time that I remember saying it. I probably said it before. So Christmas this week, I'm going to make macaroni and cheese to take to my nephew's house because everybody always likes that. So it was a nice quiet week, basically. Christmas next week. We'll update everything next week here on Down in the Dale. My life in California story is a two-fer. Two celebrities in one. Yay. If you grew up here in the United States in the 70s and 80s, you might have watched Chips, California Highway Patrol TV show about that. I can hear the theme song in my head right now. But so a lot of my friends' kids went to private schools, and one of my friends was friends with Larry Wilcox, who was the blonde guy in Chips, and his wife Marlene. I think she was an equestrian Olympian. I can't remember at the moment. But they were both really nice people. The first time I met Larry over at my friend's house, I said to him, "My sister had a Chips lunchbox." I will insert picture of said Chips lunchbox. I don't have it. I think it's at my parents' house. I mean, I'll just find a picture on the internet and put it in. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, does she still have it?" We never got any merchandising or anything from that. So I know back in the day, I'm sure they did not have the contracts people have now, obviously. Paid less money, obviously, and merchandising wasn't something that the actors would get. That was, I'm sure, the production company or the studio or something. But so he was always really nice. I think he works in IT now, but he and his wife were really nice. Their kids were cool. So I saw him quite a bit at my friend's house. And then one day I was having sushi for lunch over in Studio City, around the corner from our office, at a place that I cannot remember the name of, but we always went there. We loved it. It was a really cool place. Very Japanese. Of course it was sushi, but I mean the inside looked like Tokyo or something. And so the table behind us, I could just hear the conversation. It was a father and son. The kid was probably late teens, early 20s, probably in his early 20s. And all of a sudden I just hear the father say, "Are you watching my new show?" And the kid just broke his heart because he's like, "No." But who would watch that? Who would watch their parents' show? I don't know. And I had no idea who it was until I got up and I looked over. It was Eric Estrada. He was on some reality show where he was either deputized or he was working with sheriff's department and going out on calls with them. Wouldn't that freak you out if Eric Estrada was on, one of the police officers that came to you? I think it was in Oklahoma or something. I don't know. I'll look it up and put a little blurb about it in the comments below, or the description below. Anyway, that's it. Two-fer, Larry Wilcox, Eric Estrada, Chips. It was a fun show. Okay, what else? I had a really good week. This week's Christmas. Come back next week to Down in the Dale to hear all about Christmas at my nephew's house, which is where we go for all our holidays. I know my sister would like to have one at her house once in a while, but whatever. Down 1.1 pound. Nothing creepy, weird happened this week. It was a nice, good week. Went to the gym once. Hopefully I'll get back there soon. I don't know if I'll go back to the HIIT class, because remember, tennis elbow, it's a thing. I don't really want that to happen again. I don't know. I think that's what it was from, but a little terrifying. Maybe I don't know. I'll talk to Mackenzie when she's back and see what she says. I'm choking. Time to hydrate. Okay, hopefully that worked this time because I had to do that 3 times because my phone, I gotta take stuff off my phone. Storage was full. Oh my gosh, that's it, people. Like and subscribe. Come back next week. Leave me a comment, a question, whatever you got going on. Tell me how your journey is going if you're doing this. If you're thinking about getting on a GLP-1, do it. Do it before January 1st if you can. Why wait? Everybody have a great week. Bye-bye.